What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Off-Road Obits, brought to you by 6 Feet Under Fab, which is not officially sponsored by Chili Water, but that's what we're sipping on tonight. It's not like alcohol or anything. But tonight we have a returning guest. We got Chris Morris. What's going on, Chris?
Not a whole lot. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. I haven't been really doing podcasts lately.
I was wondering if you'd kind of given up on it, but...
No, it's a lot. And I hate, like, asking people, like, hey, can you come to my shop and, like, talk to a camera for, like, an hour?
I'm not going to lie, I kind of enjoy it, but...
Yeah. I mean, it is, like, cool to, like, come to the shop and not have to get all greasy and sweaty and slimy and icky. But, I don't know, this table's kind of gross, but...
I wasn't going to say anything. Plus, I wore, like, the worst shirt.
Look, it's got welding dust. I need a maid in my shop. But if you haven't ever seen Chris on the Off-Road Obits before, Chris is a buddy of mine that helps out with the Off-Road Affair and Overlanding event that we put on. He's even got the shirt on.
I do. Yep.
Yeah, the Off-Road Affair and Overlanding.
You've also worked on some of my vehicles in your the Gladiator and the XJ.
Yeah. How's the XJ?
The XJ's good, other than one of the windows went down, and of course the motor decided it was going to give out, so I've got a big giant bag over it, so because we're supposed to get rain for the next like 10 days here.
Yeah, North Carolina.
Yeah, so I've got a bag over that, and the motor's been knocking, so I don't know. Yeah. But I drove it for 2 weeks straight and didn't have an issue, and I'm going to continue to drive it until I can either find me a motor cheap and throw in it or have that one rebuilt.
Yeah, Patrick's in the same boat. His Jeep is actually right outside that shop door.
Oh, man.
We did
same thing with the motor?
We did all that rust repair, all that suspension upgrades from like Cab Fab, the new steering, put lockers front and rear.
His was the exact same thing as mine, except for he went like high end.
Yeah, and he texted me. He was like, man, can you talk? And I was like, yeah, what's up? And he called me, and I could hear him. And like in the background, it was like. And I was like, ah. So we need to find 2 Cherokee motors.
They're tough motors, though. Like I said, I drove it for 2 weeks like that, and I didn't really have any issues.
Well, I told him that he'd be probably fine to drive it, but he's worried that it's gonna like blow a hole through the crankcase or something. And I don't blame him there. He doesn't want to get stranded with it.
I don't blame him. I mean, I was just driving around here local, so. Yeah. I didn't worry about it too much. I know enough people. I'd be like, hey, by the way.
Yeah, I'd come got you.
Yeah.
And then you recently got your Gladiator fixed from the massive dent. I'll put a massive picture of his dent right here for y'all.
Yeah.
just for Chris.
Yeah. I rocked that for over a year. And
the dent.
Then our good friends at Pit Stop and what's their auto body? Shop?
Ultimate Body Shop.
Yep. And Pit Stop. Chris was like, hey, bring it by the shop and I'll take a look at it. We'll get you fixed up. And I did. Less than 2 weeks, it was back to me and completely fixed.
And he didn't have to like take the cab off or cut any of it out.
Only thing he did was they took the bed off. And then he had a amazing fabricator who actually worked the metal. He didn't have to order any new parts, didn't take anything apart with it. That guy was able to fix the dent with what he had, and it was insane. I couldn't believe that he was able to do that.
That's like unreal.
Yeah, so Briley can show you all like the big dent and then the after.
Yeah,
and you'll be impressed.
You need to send me a picture.
I will. I'll take one tomorrow.
The after picture, and I'll put them in because it is. And I told you like straight up, I was like, dude, there ain't nobody around here. Did I not? I said, there's nobody around here that's going to be able to fix that the way it needs to be fixed. I said, if anybody's going to fix it, all they're going to do is cut it out and just like scab in a new like corner piece. Was that your phone?
That was my phone.
Okay, I was like, oh God. It came through my headphones.
Yeah.
But I straight up, I was like, dude, there ain't nobody around here going to touch it. And then you said they were going to do it. And
I was shocked.
And what did I say? I said, that truck is going to need like an old school dude with like a white ponytail. That's
exactly what it was. I walked back there. It's an old guy. I mean, he's not like super old, but he's probably in his mid 60s.
Yeah.
He's about to retire, and he said in about a year or two. And he's got his old dog right there next to him.
Yep.
And that's what Chris and them have him doing, working on all these hard, jobs that nobody else can do because he learned it, a long time ago, and he's one of the few, if not the only one in our area, that can do that kind of work.
That's a dying breed.
It is, yeah. I was impressed.
And he had a white ponytail too.
He did.
Yeah,
he did.
I mean, I feel like if you're in auto body and you don't have a white ponytail, you're not gonna be
that good.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like if I go somewhere and like there's not a elderly gentleman in the back with a white ponytail, I'm going somewhere else. So definitely check out Ultimate Body Shop if you have anything that you needed repaired.
Yes, especially if you're in our area in the Kinston, North Carolina or Goldsboro area. They're one of the best, definitely, hands down.
Yeah, and they put on like lift kits and stuff because I walked in there one day and they were putting like a 6-inch lift on like a Dodge Cummins.
Yep.
And then like 3 vehicles down, like your Gladiator was sitting there with the bed off.
Yeah, I think Pit Stop does all that, and then Ultimate does the body work, and anything you want they can do. Which is
that's like a dream job. Like,
that would be, yeah.
I suck at like auto body stuff. Obviously, if you've watched any of my videos, I am not an auto body person.
Self tapper.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. I mean, I put license plates to cover up like all the instead of like sanding down the wheels and smoothing it, like
there's not much to sand on that though, unfortunately.
Yeah, if you put a sander on that, you'd probably shake all the rust out of it.
Probably.
That's what I call structural rust.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, literally the license plates are holding pieces of it together.
Yeah. I'll put a picture of what we're talking about. We're talking about the bleeping Jeep Beast Wars, dead plates. I almost forgot what I named it.
I was curious to say, what do you mean?
But talking about dead plates over here, and it's a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in. It's not for everybody.
No, it's not. Especially the purists. I'm sure they're cringing every time they see you cutting it. And
well, I'll be honest with you, man. So I went, 2 weeks ago, I went to the full-size Jeep invasion. The East Coast invasion is put on by the Carolina Full-Size Jeep Club. And I thought I was going to get like a lot of like crap talk to me.
Yeah.
And dude, every single person I talked to was like thrilled.
So they were just happy that you were saving it.
Yeah.
And keeping it.
Yeah. That's all they care about. They're like, all those vehicles, they weren't like as rusted as like that one. There's some of them were, and they were on the trail. I mean, like they would like, hit bumps and you'd see like little rust sprinkles. I mean, it was like, and that's what I like to see. Like that impresses me more than like a 392 Gladiator or like a 392 like JLU or something.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I mean, if it's not for people like you doing this, the average person, it would cost more money than it would ever be worth.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's going to throw $30,000 or $40,000, which is probably what it would cost to get this back to
pristine
shape. Because I mean, somebody's going to have to do some major work to that. Yep. There wasn't a whole lot left on it, and then
nope.
So what you're doing is perfect because now it's going to be a beautiful trail rig and it's got a story.
Yeah.
So.
And what's really cool about that Jeep, I know I've said this before, like in the videos, but like that Jeep was bought brand new in Kinston.
Right here in Kinston.
That Jeep has never left Lenoir County except for like sick road trips.
Which is really cool. Yeah, I saw the owners had commented on one of your videos.
Yeah, the guy I got it from commented and was saying, he said something like, I want to buy it back when you're done.
Yeah.
Or something.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna look sick. I mean, it looks awesome.
I think what I'm gonna do is because the guy that had it, because I used to see like when I was in like the year like 2000, 2000 to 2005, like
I can't win, man. I can't win.
I don't care. But I used to see that Jeep riding around Kinston all the time, and I'd be like, man, that is like so sick. I would love to have that one day. And like now it's like sitting in my shop. Yeah. Like that is like, that's so cool. I'm the third owner.
Third owner of it, and it's never left Lenore County. Yep. That's awesome.
Yep.
And now you got, this is your third full-size Jeep.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Mosquito.
Whoa.
But yeah, that is my third. But honestly, man, like, I like it.
I like beef cheeks.
Yeah,
I do. I like the fact that basically you pretty much restored that one.
Yeah, I did. Like I think that's what they call like a resto mod.
Yeah, nicely modified it to go off road, but not be beat on too bad.
It's like you restored and modified and kind of met somewhere in the middle.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I did.
I like that, but I honestly, this has been one of the funnest series to watch. I like everything that you're doing to it. It's different, and I think honestly, it seems like a lot of people are really interested in this. It's not something that you see all the time. It's not your normal JL or JK or Gladiator. It's something completely different in the Jeep world, and you're doing a lot of cool stuff to it. So I can't wait to see it on the trails.
Yeah, I can't wait to get it running. I accidentally ordered the wrong part for it. It's got a 4-barrel carburetor on it, and I ordered the adapter plate for a 2-barrel by accident.
Oops.
I don't know if they sent it to me wrong. I don't know if I ordered it wrong. I don't know. I'm not worried about it, but I called the company and they're sending me the right one. I just got to send one back. But
nice.
I'm kind of behind on where I want to be on it right now.
Yeah, because it's in October. Is it late or early October? I can't remember.
Early October. Okay. I think we're leaving out of here on the. It's sometime. I want to say it's like the 8th or something. The week of the 8th, that weekend or something.
Okay.
But yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. And I want to go ahead and get it running, and that way I can start like tuning, and I want to get like new suspension and new shocks and everything. Like I don't want to like go over budget, but I don't want to go up there with leaf springs from God knows how long.
However old the vehicle is.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a secret or not, but what suspension modifications do you plan on making to it, or any at all?
So what I plan to do, I just started working with SkyJacker this week actually, and I really want to replace all the leaf springs and the shocks with SkyJacker's leaf springs. I don't want to do anything 4-link wise or 3-link wise, just because I've got a budget, and I know you know this.
Yeah.
But I've got a $5,000 budget, and I can't go over that because I may have to sell that Jeep for $7,000 whenever I get to the Beast Wars in October. That's kind of the stipulations. That's what's keeping everybody honest.
Yeah.
Is that you got $5,000 worth of parts, and then $2,000 is for labor. So some people are saying like, I'm bringing $7,000 cash with me up there, so to keep y'all honest. I mean, I mean, you might say like, well, dude, like if you get $7,000 for that, you better take it. But like, I don't want it. Like, I'd rather come home with that than like $7,000.
This will be the perfect trail rig when it's all done, and it'll be something with a story, and it's just one of those cool Jeeps that you don't want to let go of.
Yeah.
So I don't blame you.
I think I've had more interactions with this Jeep, like social media wise, because people are like messaging me.
It's like a love-hate.
Yeah.
Some people, I think they overall like the concept, but they don't like some things that you're doing to it, or at least that's what I've seen from some of the comments.
Yeah, everybody's pumped about the chop top. They're pretty pumped about the Bob bed. There's a lot of people that don't like the license plates, but I mean, I I like the license plates. I don't really care.
I think if they saw it in person, they might feel a little different.
Yeah, it looks way different in person than it does. Like,
it's crazy how different it looks.
Yeah.
It's got a lot more character in person than on the videos.
Character is a good word.
Yep. Character is definitely the best word for it.
But yeah, I mean, it's like this morning I took my daughter to a local spot to eat breakfast, and somebody was walking out and saw me and was like, "Hey, you're building that like Jeep to make it look like a Bronco El Camino thing." And I was like, "Yeah." They were like, "I saw the video on Facebook." They were like, "Dude, that's really cool."
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's just like random people just like are like pumped about it.
That's awesome.
I don't know. That's why I really don't want to sell it. So I don't know.
Guess we'll see. I don't know. Hopefully nobody will want to buy it. Or they'll want to buy it but not have the money to buy it.
I think, like, I honestly believe if I have to sell it and I come home with like an empty trailer, I'm going to find
another one,
and I'm going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And whoever buys that Jeep, I'm going to like put like slurs to, like, on decals or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I really don't think anybody's going to buy it. Like, I feel like this is one of those, like, what's the saying? Like, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think they'll appreciate it. I think they'll like it. I'm interested. I can't wait to witness the Beast Wars in action. So
yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be pretty cool. I think like Matt has had a lot of interactions on his like Bleeping Jeep page.
Yeah.
About it. Like,
it seems.
I think it's a great idea.
It seems like a lot of YouTubers are going this way, but it keeps people entertained.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean,
that's obviously what it's all about.
Personally, I feel like it's better than like the Onyx builds, because they just went crazy, man. I don't know if you followed that.
I did, and I heard a lot about it, and I think, what is it? There's another one. Oh, Cletus McFarlane. He does a lot of stuff like this.
Uh-huh.
And he had a series a while back. It was the same thing. They just went nuts with it, and nobody really stuck to the budget. Well, it takes all the fun out of it. So he's currently doing one right now. They have like a $10,000 budget, and he's got, they're really watching it and keeping to that $10,000 budget. So it makes it a lot more interesting. Of course, they're on a whole different level because the way they're doing things. But
are they doing like drag cars? Or are they doing like
I don't know if it's drag, but they're racing. They are going to be racing them.
Like round track racing?
I think so. Okay. I think that's what it is.
That's cool.
They've got like competition motors in them, fully built motors. And it's like, how is that? That's a $20,000 motor you've got. Anyway, it keeps, I like them when it keeps them honest. And
so that's why I like like, I may have to sell it for $7,000. That's what is keeping me honest. Like,
another reason why I like it is because more people can be involved in this. Mm-hmm. It's keeping it more budget friendly, so that you don't have huge YouTubers coming in with an unlimited budget,
like to be able to build sponsors and stuff like that. Because nothing I'm getting done is going to be sponsored, except for the SkyJacker stuff, which I still have to purchase.
Yeah,
but nothing has been like given to me. And if it was, I would still incorporate that into my build, just because that's part of the budget. Like, if somebody gave me a set of those Super Swampers, I would still put that towards in my mind or on my list as part of that $5,000.
Yeah.
And I think that's where they messed up with like the Onyx stuff. It's like they was. I'm starting to sound like Stephen Key now.
Where you from? North Carolina.
Like, these companies were sending these people products, and then they were putting them on and not putting them down as part of the budget, and
it kind of takes some of the fun out of it.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's a good idea. I think it's something that he probably won't do every year, but every once in a while he'll probably do it again.
Oh, I'm sure he will, especially after seeing how this one goes.
Yeah,
it's a little slow right now, the build up to the event, but once the event starts, I think people are going to be really interested in it. Or once people start posting their builds, or he starts posting them.
I don't
know how that's working.
I think it's like me, the three amigos, and there's another, I can't think of the name of them right now, but they're really the only ones that I've seen that have actually like started on the on their vehicle.
Has Dex done anything?
I don't think so.
Okay.
He's probably gonna like wake up that morning and like
go out there and pick one
and be like, I'll take that one.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna win with that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be interesting. I can't wait to see that in person.
Yeah. That's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So, so social media. Now that you've been doing it a while, I'm just curious. What's your take on it?
Love, hate. I kind of started out with Instagram. That was kind of like when my silver WJ was, out and about. I got into Instagram, and then that kind of bled into YouTube and stuff like that. And it's a love-hate, man. I'll be honest with you. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, well, I've definitely noticed that, over the last couple of years watching you. Hey, man, I need content, or I'm like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? Well, I'll be in there. I've got, 3 vehicles I'm working on.
Yeah, I'm filming all 3 vehicles, trying to get them.
Yeah.
It's a lot, man. YouTube is probably the
most time consuming.
Yeah, definitely the most time consuming, but it is just a whole nother beast of work. Like, I have a whole new respect for these like YouTubers that work, full-time jobs with kids and
putting out content all the time.
Holy crap. Like, It is insane. Like, even tonight, like, we're doing this podcast because I need content. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of work. Like, with dead plates over here, like, I'm waiting for that bracket to come in. Like, I'm in the middle of filming me putting a EFI fuel injection kit on, and I can't film anymore because that plate, I got to wait 5 days for them to send me that plate.
Gotcha.
So that puts me behind a week. And then I'm waiting on another guy. He's bringing me an XJ, and he watched the videos from us doing Patrick's Jeep, the black and silver XJ, and he wants one like built identical to it. Like, he's even buying the tires and wheels off of Patrick's Jeep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he wants like a long arm. He wants a long arm in the front. He wants a 4-link in the rear truss, front truss, gears, lockers.
Whoa. He's going
stiffeners,
all out.
sliders, bumpers, wheels, tires.
When do you plan on starting that?
He's supposed to bring it next week. And I told myself, I said, I'm not taking on any customer vehicles until I get that Jeep running.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fail.
And I've took on about 3 since I've said that statement.
Well, one thing I've definitely found with you can't sit still. It's like every night. I'm like, hey, man, what'd you do last night? I was out into the shop until midnight.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. Thought you were going to take it easy.
No.
Well,
I had a lot of steam with the Cherokee Chief project. I mean, I was blowing it out of the water.
Yeah.
Working on it like till 12 and 1 o'clock, like every night. And then I just, like, I got all these parts, like, in my shop just sitting there. And
yeah, because 2 months ago the shop was completely clean and organized, and now it's kind of chaotic in here.
Yeah,
that's what happens when you take on job after job after job and don't. Yeah.
And I'm about to have another XJ in here. Well, either that XJ I was talking about.
Yeah.
Like, he's buying like a $3,800 suspension from Iron Rock.
Oh, Iron Rock, okay.
And I mean, that's gonna, like, where the heck am I gonna put that? It's probably gonna be put right here, honestly.
Dang.
Because and I'm planning on recording that too.
Okay. So that's my big question to you now that you've been doing this a while, and of course I watch all your videos and I look at all the different things going on with it, and it seems to me that things like dead plates are what people want to see. They want to see crazy, off the wall builds. They don't really care much about the Gladiators. Like, I watched my Gladiator video that you did. Your views, people are like, eh.
Yeah.
But when you start showing stuff like this, they're like,
yeah, they come out of the woodwork to watch.
Heck yeah, brother.
I really think like what it does, and I know we kind of talked about this before. It attracts people like this Jeep, like with the chop top stuff. It attracts people that don't even like Jeeps. They're just like, like what are they doing? Like that's nuts. But like, putting a suspension kit on a Jeep Gladiator, nobody's going to watch that except for somebody that owns a Gladiator
and wants to,
and that's considering doing an install.
Yeah. And because I've caught myself doing this, if they're not installing the kit that I want, I don't even watch it.
What's the point
I keep on scrolling.
Yeah, what's the point of watching it?
Yeah.
Because every lift kit installs differently. Every single one.
Yeah. So, I guess that's my next question is, what's the future of 6 Feet Under Fab look like, if that's the case?
I'll be honest with you.
Or are you going to...
So, with the J10 build, so after messing with dead plates, I have a whole new game plan for the J10, because I still haven't forgot about the J10.
So, different from what we had talked about?
I don't remember what we talked about.
Okay. It's been a while. It's been a while.
I don't remember. Because at first I was going to make like the J10 kind of nice.
Yeah.
I was going to basically do what I did to Beef Cheeks. Not that Beef Cheeks is nice, but it's nicer than other stuff. I was going to go that route, but now I'm thinking of going crazy with the J10 and just not making it nice, just making it how I want to make it and not really care.
That would be awesome.
I mean, because that's what the whole point of this Jeep was everything I did to get weight forward. Like, I didn't really give a crap what it looked like. I just wanted all the weight pulled forward, because those full-size Jeeps, they're super heavy in the back, because like that structure, like right there behind the tire, that's a lot of weight.
Oh yeah, that is a lot of weight hanging over that back axle.
Like Beef Cheeks is so different. Off-roading that is so different, because like my Comanche and LJ, like everything I've ever built, I've just built nose heavy, and it's just like the RC cars. If you can get the nose over something, the tail end will come right behind it. Well, this one is not the case. Like, once you get the front tires over, you still got a lot of weight hanging off the back behind that rear tire.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that until the first time I took that off-roading. And so that's why with the competition Jeep, I wanted all the weight shifted forward. So that's why I took the tailgate off, bobbed 11 inches out of the bed, cut the top off, moved that forward. And then I kept the cage forward too.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's gonna be awesome.
So now I'm thinking with the J10, instead of worrying about how nice it looks, just make it work, and just roll with it. I may do like a Comanche paint job. Just like a cheap Rust-Oleum roll-on.
Like you did with the Comanche.
Just like I did with the Comanche.
Okay.
And retro decals, and I'm honestly thinking about I know it's kind of cliche and everybody's like done it, but making like off-road wrecker out of it with a welder on it.
That'd be cool. Now, when you say wrecker, you're gonna have like the actual arm in the back.
Yeah, like a boom coming out with like a winch, like kind of like somebody did it. Something I can't remember who it was, but they put like a 4x4 like metal beam out, and then they braced it with tube, and then they put a winch on the actual beam itself.
Yeah.
And then, of course, have like a pulley system and then have a winch underneath that. So you got one picking up and one pulling to the vehicle.
That'd be cool. And it'd be something different.
Yeah. And then I'm going to take, I'm going to put the 37s back on the Gladiator.
Okay.
And then take the 39s off the Gladiator and put on the J10.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Well, you don't like the 39s on the Gladiator?
It doesn't do it any justice.
Gotcha.
To me. I mean, it does. I mean, I did all Uwari on 37s on the Gladiator, and I don't know. I'd rather the J10 have 39s than the Gladiator. Like, I feel like it deserves it more so than the Gladiator.
So what's the biggest tire you ever ran?
I think a 40. I think I had 41s and a half on something. They were like pit bulls for like a day or something. And I can't remember what they were on. They were like on an old YJ I had. I did some horse trading and got a YJ. And I'm not a pit bull fan. I do want future plans, the LJ. I want 42s on the LJ.
Yeah, because that's the problem. You got so many Jeeps. Because I was getting excited. We talked about the LJ build and what you were going to do with that, and then other things kind of have taken over.
Yeah, I had to be honest with you, I had full plans on finishing the J10 this year.
Yeah,
I was going to be driving it at the end of the summer.
That's probably not going to happen.
Nah, and
you're not going to be done with this until September probably.
So the Bleepin' Jeep build has really put me back probably
6 to 8 months.
Yeah, 6 to 8 months. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, because not only is Briley building all these things, but like he said earlier, and we talked about it, we have the off-road affair that is in March of next year.
Oh, God. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. So January, February, March. I mean, in November and December, we don't do a whole lot because, that's time with family.
Yeah.
We all have families. And so we kind of dedicate that time to them. And we very rarely talk during that time other than, to actually just hang out.
It's almost like a calm before the storm. Because, like, right after the holidays, then it's like off-road affair.
Yeah, because
like nothing else but.
I talked to Steven today, and we were talking, and we're like, we need to get everything done or lined up by the end of the summer.
Yeah, like sponsors. So, if you're watching this, and you would like to be a vendor or a sponsor for the off-road affair and overlanding event, hit us up. You can message me or Chris.
Or you can go on offroadaffair.com and you can shoot us an email letting us know that you want to become a vendor or a sponsor, and I'd be happy to send you a package on that.
Yeah, I think all the boxes, the packages are like on there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I put all the packages on there. I have changed a few things. So I might have to drop the website for a day or two and update a few things, but
that'll happen.
Yeah. We went through a complete revamp of our website. We redid everything, and I am not a IT guy or computer guy, so I had to work it all out, figure it all out on my own.
Organically.
Yeah. So it came together, and it's coming together. So,
I think it's a good website. I think you did a great job.
I'll drop the website. We'll go ahead and I'll make sure everything's up to date this weekend, this weekend. Now that we're saying this, because I'm sure this will be released sometime next week.
Yeah, this will be out next week.
Yeah, so but, I'll have it updated by the time you watch this video.
But yeah, I honestly can't take a break. Just it's becoming overwhelming. I'll be honest with you, and my shop being in the condition that it's being is not helping. It's like, I was telling Chris earlier, like, I'm just in a rut right now because I feel like everything is just toppling on me, and then that guy is bringing that other Jeep here for me to build.
So what I'm hearing is not as much filming on projects and get out there and actually film wheeling or having fun.
Yeah. I can't, like, I don't know, man.
What's easy? Well, I know filming's stressful.
It's very stressful.
No matter what you're doing. Even if
this is stressful. Like, getting all this set up. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's definitely a job, getting everything set up and
I could have dusted.
So we can do this, but, yeah, I don't know. Because, I mean, I don't do anything compared to what you do. I just try to keep up with my Instagram and TikTok and for my Jeep, and it's a pain sometimes. Because if you fall out of the algorithm, it's a pain to get back in. I'm sure if any of y'all have done it, I'm sure you know, like, you got to work twice as hard to get back into it.
Yep.
Which I've done several times because I get life catches up, and you're like, it's been 2 weeks since I posted. Oh well.
Well, I've been doing. So the main one that I'm really consistent on is I post one video a week on YouTube, Fridays at 2:00. Yep. I've been pretty religious about that for almost a year, probably.
Oh, I look forward to them. Matter of fact, especially with this build, I've been really. I get mad if I'm like, all right, where's the video at?
So the last video on this, I accidentally uploaded at 2:00 in the morning.
Whoops!
My wife woke me up. She was like, it was like 6:30 in the morning or something. She was like, hey. Like, what? She was like, did you mean to upload that video at 2:00 in the morning? I was like, what are you talking about? And it was the video of me cutting the top off. And it's like done the best so far.
Nice.
So I was like, I might start uploading my videos at 2 a.m. Yeah. Like I woke up and it was like comments galore. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, that was nuts.
That is awesome.
Did the light just go out?
Yeah, the light keeps going out. I guess this one. Anyway.
Piece of junk. Yeah, I thought about starting uploading videos at 2:00 in the morning, but I don't know. Because like by the time I woke up, it already had like 100 views.
Wow.
I mean,
at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
There's some night owls watching you.
And then I woke up to text messages too, like, dude, like Jeep looks really good, like from like random people. It's so weird, man. Like. I don't know why this Jeep just like either people hate it or it like tugs at their heartstrings. There's no in between. That's what I really like. Like it's controversial.
Yep.
Controversial. Yeah.
As soon as I saw it, I loved it.
Yeah.
But I like the old full size Jeeps, so I can't wait.
Somebody commented, they're like, yeah, it's not a full size anymore. It's a mid size now. I'm like, so I thought about getting like MSJ or something, like hashtag like MSJ.
I am curious though. Are you going to do anything for the doors? Are you going to leave the doors? Are you going to take the doors off? Leave them off?
I'm probably not going to put doors on it. Because
are you going to have anything there? Tubes?
Probably not.
Nothing. Okay.
If I have time, I'll make like some tubes.
Put a netting up there.
But I really don't want to mess with the doors, and I don't want to put doors on it because I don't want to have to sell the doors, and then I don't want the weight of the doors, and then I don't want to mess the doors up.
Yeah, because those old doors are heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like those doors, I mean, they're not rare, but then again, I don't want to put them on if I just have to sell it.
Yeah, and aren't those like perfect?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're like perfect condition doors.
Yeah, that would suck to bang them off of a tree though. A perfect door.
So like the doors. The doors, the hood, the fenders, the grill support, the grill, they're all going on the J10.
Okay.
So those parts, they're getting like reused.
Saved. Yeah, they're getting saved. That's nice.
The fenders, the grill support, and everything that's on dead plates now is off of the J10.
Okay.
And they were all rusted up. I mean, you can really see the motor through the fender right there. And that was on the J10. And I knew I couldn't use those, so me using this, like it just worked out magically.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because before I was going to have to buy those parts and start like finding like parts for the J10,
which would eat up your budget and
yeah.
Because
I didn't really want to. I didn't want to. What's it called? To rob Peter to pay Paul. Ain't that like a saying? I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
But. Then this, like the Bleeping Jeep Beast Wars happened. I was like, well,
perfect.
I'm going to start cutting it up. And the actual hood off dead plates is the original hood off of Beef Cheeks.
That's awesome.
So you see all the rust holes that are in it right there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was the original hood off Beef Cheeks.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, because Beef Cheeks was eating up pretty bad too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a lot of work. That took you what, 8-10 months to?
It took about a year and a half to build it.
Wow. Okay.
But I feel like now I could do it maybe a little quicker because that was like my first full size Jeep.
Yeah.
And it was my first full size Jeep build. I think it was the first full size Jeep I'd ever even worked on.
Well, I know this one has gone super fast. I came in, it was just, in its original form. I come back a month and a half later, and you've already dove-nosed it, chopped the back off of it,
Me and Key bobbed it.
Yeah. So a lot's been done in a short amount of time.
Yeah. I mean, a lot's been done, but I'm still probably not even halfway.
Oh yeah, you got a lot going on. So
the next big thing is I need to get it running. That's like I'm kind of low key freaking out about it. It needs to run.
Yeah, so I know, because as soon as you say, "Well, I've got time," that's when that time starts to dwindle away real quick.
Well, I want to get it running, and then I want to go to the fairgrounds and start testing. I even thought about taking it to Uwharrie and testing it. That way, if I get up there and the motor starts knocking, all right, well, I've got 2 months to put a motor in it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do something. The fairgrounds would be a good place, at least to test suspension after you get it running.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Uwharrie might be a good
shakedown run.
Yeah, big shakedown run before the actual event, a couple months out, hopefully.
Because I mean, because you can, and this, you can test suspension all day long in a shop, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
But real world testing,
that will truly bring out any bugs that may be in it.
Real world application is completely different than cycling suspensions here in the shop. I'm 100%.
And you got to do it multiple times because,
especially with leaf springs.
Well, I've been having a clunk in my rear end lately, and I'm
like Jeep or
the Gladiator.
Okay.
And the Gladiator. And,
you need to go to a doctor.
Yeah, I know. No, the Gladiator's been. It's a weird clunk that I haven't heard before, and
is it like when you hit bumps?
Most of the time, it's when I'm accelerating. I hear a little bit of a clunk.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
It's not even that. It's just it does it one time, and that's it. It'll do it one time when I accelerate, and then when I stop, and then I accelerate again, it'll clunk. And then the front end, if I turn hard if I turn full lock, passenger or driver, I'm starting to get a clunk now in that. But I looked the other day, and my steering stabilizer is actually hitting my steering. What's the upper steering? I can't remember.
Drag link?
Drag link. It's actually hitting the drag link. You can see where it's left indents in it.
My Gladiator's noisy too.
Well,
I feel like they're just noisy vehicles.
Yeah, and I mean it still drives fine. I don't have any issues. So I'm just gonna keep rolling with it. And I know it's hitting, just like the Steer Smart's brace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine hits too.
When I hit a bump, it knocks into it. Or if I take a turn real sharp, that spring hits that steering stabilizer, or not steering stabilizer, the Steer Smart's brace. So it is what it is. I know what the problem is. As long as I know what it is, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
It's when you don't know what it is and you're like, man.
I'll look at that clunk sometime.
Okay. Yeah.
Whenever we get a minute.
So
just bring it in the shop. Well, just pile it on even more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a video of just 100 Jeeps in my shop and me just sitting here crying. I probably should be working on Jeeps instead of sitting here
doing this.
Instead of doing this.
This is good though. This is good. So you get to actually, you know.
I'm not complaining. Don't think I'm complaining or whining or up here or anything. It's just I'm venting more or less.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's kind of like a second job for you. It is a second job.
It is a second job. Yeah. I feel like sometimes I work harder and think more. I feel like I put my thoughts and my mentality more so towards I got to get good content. I've got to like, man, I wonder if that edit I just did was bright enough. I wonder, I'm just constantly thinking like the next thing, like, man, I've got to, because with YouTube, you've got to think like a month ahead, at least a month ahead.
Yeah.
And because it takes a long time. It takes a long time to do what you're doing, like working on the Jeep. It takes a long time to film it, and then it takes even longer time to edit it.
Yeah.
And the editing, man, that is not fun. Because I didn't, like, when I first started, like, I had like nobody to tell me what to do. Like, I asked like some people, and I just kept getting different things, and I just kind of. I'm not going to say I did it organically, but, there was nobody over my shoulder telling me how to edit and all this mess. I just had to figure it out.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I can zip right through it now, but it was rough.
Well, I remember when you started the off-road Obits, everybody you had on, you had the issue with,
I still say,
Well, every now and then saying is okay, but it needs to flow better.
Yeah.
And you could always tell the people that are in front of a camera more because it tends to flow a little bit smoother than some random person that comes on and it's their first time and they're nervous about it the whole time and they overthink things.
Yeah, for sure. Like I've asked some people like, "Hey, you want to do a podcast?" I'm like, "No, I'm nervous on a camera." Like, dude, like we're in my shop. Like my camera is literally sitting on a cooler right now.
Nobody's watching you right now. They're just gonna watch you next week when this is live.
Yeah. Like they're like the camera is literally sitting on like a junk pile. Like not even a tripod. Like that's my wife's cooler.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, like this is like the most like the
laid back.
Yeah, laid back podcast that there is. Even like. This is not even a podcast. This is like us talking, and I have a camera sitting right there.
That's what that's what everybody else does.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy.
I don't know. Like, I honestly, I feel better about my shop and life now than I did before. Like, I think just talking about it just helps.
Yeah. I mean, it'll get worked out. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, it'll get worked out. I will have to work it out.
Hey, maybe we need to have a shop cleaning day.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to like do a podcast of
cleaning up the shop.
Cleaning up the shop, and just like everybody in here just talking junk. Like, dude, like why do you have this rear tail light from a 1962 Volkswagen Beetle? I might need it one day.
Yeah, hoarder.
Yeah, I have a problem with hoarding. I can't throw away good metal.
Oh no, yeah, I trust me. I've noticed out the back of your shop, you could put a whole nother car together with all the spare parts out there.
I really could.
I know you could.
Multiple vehicles.
Yeah, and you have a old Willie's like body out there. I'm curious what you're going to do with that one day.
That's another thing on the back burner, man.
But see, that would be another fun project because it's like, who cares? Just do what you want to do. Make it as wild as great,
Yeah.
Actually, what would be cool with that? Slammed.
That would be very cool. With like a Predator motor. Like just something stupid.
Something wild. That would be cool. That'd be awesome.
Like
almost like a go-kart.
Yeah, like a Harbor Freight Predator motor.
That'd be awesome.
I was told the motor in it's still good, but like that would be really cool.
What? How many horsepower is a Predator motor?
12.
12?
12 or 8 or something.
Okay.
It's probably more than it had from the factory.
Yeah, and if it was geared right.
Yeah.
Now you can still.
That would be awesome.
That would be cool.
Like not fix any rust.
Nope.
Just slam it. Dude, put it on a golf cart chassis.
That would be awesome. Golf cart chassis with a Predator motor.
I'm saying like batteries.
That would be cool too.
Like just roll up like incognito. Like.
Have you ever messed around with
golf carts? No. I've put lift kits on golf carts.
Yeah, but it'd be cool to have an upgraded, more powerful
that'll
golf
pop
cart.
wheelies.
A wheelie machine.
Yeah.
With that frame. That would be awesome.
All right, I need to write this stuff down. Give me a pen.
Yeah.
But, all right. Well, man, I appreciate you coming out and hanging out in the shop with me. You got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
No. I had a great time. I enjoyed doing this. So thanks for having me tonight.
Yeah.
Hopefully y'all enjoyed it as well.
Yeah. Now you can help me clean my shop a little bit.
Well, I don't know if I like that much. No.
All right. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure that you like the video and make sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss out on any other content that I put in the shop. You might be seeing me put a Willie's body on a golf cart chassis and
that'd be sick.
Having a wheelie machine. Chilies and Willies.
Chilies and Willies.
All right. We'll see y'all next time. Oh, yeah. Not bad at all.
Nah, that's not bad at all.